Well, just like that, guys, Alabama has hired its new offensive coordinator in Tommy Rees. And I just had an interview the other day, and he has taken the job, guys. But before we get into it, if you haven't, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. And by doing so, it greatly helps out my channel, and it helps me grow as a content creator. Huge hire for Alabama, guys. And I'm looking online. I see a lot of mixed reviews about him being the new OC. But I'm going to just give my opinion on it, guys. I think this is a phenomenal hire, considering, this is a young guy. He's 30 years old. And granted, he doesn't have a whole lot of, coaching experience. But what he brings to the table, guys, he's very, very creative. And that's something that we were screaming as Alabama fans. We need to be more creative on the ball and on the play calling. We got to be able to run the ball. Well, he does that, guys. And he puts a heavy emphasis on the tight end position and running the ball. So it's going to be interesting, guys, with Eric Wolford, if he's still going to be our offensive line coach. It's going to be interesting, because both guys like to run the ball, so it's going to be interesting to see what Alabama's run game is going to look like. But I'm going to do my stats that I was reading about earlier, guys, about them. I'm just, refresh you guys' memory. Now, like I said, Notre Dame was only averaging 31.8 points per game last season. And they got 53 total touchdowns. And like I said, this is a team where Tyler Buckner was the guy, but he got injured. So they inserted a different, quarterback. And he was able to pass for 2,000 yards and everything like that. So granted, the situation that Notre Dame was in, they still was able to, get some offensive output, But really, really good on third down conversions, 47.16. So like I said, almost half the time, they're converting on third down. So that's going to be interesting, guys. Like I said, net passing yards, they passed for 2,695. If I'm right, yeah, 2,692 passing yards on the season, last season. Like I said, they had Drew Pine at quarterback. He passed for 2,021. So it's going to be interesting, guys. Their running back, Audric Estime, he had rushed for 920 yards. Their number one tight end, Michael Mayer, he had 809 yards receiving. So, like I said, the offense, for the most part, they're good at running the ball, and they're good at utilizing the tight end position. So that's going to be key too, guys. There's a top recruit right now that everybody's trying to get, the number one tight end, and Deuce Robinson. It's going to be interesting to see, when Tommy Rees get there, can he hit the ground running and potentially can bring in Deuce Robinson. He's slated to go to Georgia right now. And we all know Georgia uses the tight end, and they did that phenomenally last season. And I think Alabama's going to get back to run the ball and playing good defense, guys. But Tommy Rees is coming to Alabama, and it's going to be interesting, guys, to see what happens. We're going to see how good, he is at recruiting. And he's done a phenomenal job since the time he's been there, guys. And I'm going to read off another thing, guys, about Tommy Rees. He was actually a player, a backup quarterback when Alabama played Notre Dame in 2012 for the BCS championship. So that just goes to show you how young he is, Like I said, he was on the staff back then, as a he was on the team actually as a quarterback. And he was actually on staff when Alabama beat Notre Dame, and I think that was 2020. We played Notre Dame in the semifinal game, so he was there at Notre Dame then. So just goes to show you how young he is. And like I said in my earlier video, Brian Kelly really wanted him to come to LSU, but he opted out to stay, in Notre Dame. And like I said, that's his alma mater. That's where he played at. And it's huge that he decided to come to Alabama, guys. And like I said, young, innovative guy. We were screaming for us to have, creativity on the offensive side of the ball. And I think he's definitely going to bring that. I've read a comment where most Notre Dame fans wasn't too keen on him. Specifically, in that Stanford matchup. I think they wasn't able to score enough points. I think it was like 14 points or something like that. So part of me does worry about things like that, but at the same time, you got to be creative, and it's going to be interesting to see what he does, how he's going to be able to scheme up, plays, and then also make adjustments in big matchups in the second half. So those are my only worries, but I feel like if Nick Saban wanted the guy, um, obviously he sees something that he likes. So he's young, he's creative, and it's going to be interesting to see him, what he does, for this upcoming season with the players that we have. And I'm not knocking on Notre Dame, but Alabama has a lot of talent, and he's going to be like a kid in a candy store with all the talent that he's going to have around. It's going to be interesting, guys. And like I said, all these tight ends, if you don't walk away from anything from what I'm saying, he loves to use the tight ends and the running back. So we all know Alabama is loaded at the running back position and the tight end position. We got guys like Amari Nublack. Imagine him uh, on the outside, being able to scheme up some plays with him. So we got C.J. Dipper out the transfer portal. So we might start getting back to utilizing the tight end position, guys, at Alabama, and run the ball. Two things that we've been screaming for. The last couple seasons, we've been just able to, pass the ball too much and relying too much on the quarterback. And I'm gonna be honest, guys. Hiring Tommy Rees, I think it's going to benefit, the quarterback position because, like I said, we got two young guys coming in. We all know Jalen Miro played last season, had some hiccups, and Ty Simpson is coming in. Maybe he'll get the nod, but with this guy, it'll give us time to actually, if things fall, not accelerating at the quarterback position, we'll have hopefully a run game that we can rely on to, get the quarterbacks, situated and, calm down to the point where they get comfortable. But you guys let me know in the comment section, Alabama fans, are you guys happy about this hire? You think was it a hit or a miss? You guys let me know in the comment section. But that's all I have for the video. And like I said, if you haven't, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.